start with the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and grateful. The Qaid vision of Pakistan is a subject which tend to make me nostalgic about its original scheme of things. The creation of Pakistan was one of the marvels of history. However, what followed afterward is a great betrayal. Our dear Qaid anticipated such a desperate situation. He would never turn his sweat into blood to realize the dreams of Pakistan. In his very first speech in the Constituent Assembly, our dear Qaid had lashed against the social events in general and corruption in particular. He came forward as an apostle of fair play and denounced the most corrupt people in the most unequivocal terms. How tragic that very recently Pakistan has been called the second most corrupt country in the world and the first in the South Asia. At present, Pakistan has become a breeding place for sectarian conflicts. We should always remember our Qaid as a role model. When asked about himself at gathering at Aligarh University, he was a Sunni or a Shia. How deftly he asked in return, was the Prophet of Islam sallallahu alaihi wasallam a Sunni or a Shia? The problem of minorities in Pakistan was also solved at once for all in the same manner. Our Qaid retorted that there is no problem such for the Muslim. The Islamic State founded in the Medina by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam of Islam was the real role model for us. He firmly believed that the political problem could only be solved through political process. The greatest curse with which Pakistan is affected is the VIP culture. The commercialization of education is another setback to the vision of great Qaid. He advised the people of Pakistan to observe the principle of unity, faith and discipline in their life. He referred to Sir Winston Churchill, who took out his two fingers and made a sign of V, which symbolized a victory sign. Then he raised his forefinger to the audience and he said that he was giving them a symbol of index finger, which stood for one nation believing in one God, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Holy Quran. It is unfortunate that the Qaid speech on August 11, 1947 is often quoted to prove that he was working for the establishment of a secular state. The fact is that he was not in the favor of theocracy or nor a supporter of democracy. The great Qaid was a clear thinker and never minds matter. He demanded a separate state for a distinct nation and a laboratory for the Islamic way of life. The fact is that one swallow does not make a summer. It is appropriate to wind up with his own remarks. We are a nation with our own distinctive culture and civilization, art and architecture, language and literature, names and nomenclature, aptitude and ambition, tradition and history. In short, we have our own distinctive outlook on life and of life. Thank you.